protest and the Highway Patrol that says that they're concerned about more accidents. What would you say to them?
Well, I think it's consistent with what they're doing in the other states, but this is a legislative initiative, and they asked me about it. I said, if you feel strongly about it, it's fine. But today's not about the speed limit for me. Today's about the Turnpike and the fact that we can have safer roads where you can go a little bit faster. But look, it's consistent with what's happening around the country, and you know, basically the legislature spent time looking at this, and they decided that this was a good provision, and it was fine with me.
Could you explain how somebody wouldn't understand how this bond issue works, how this is going to raise money?
Well, basically, we are extracting value from an asset that has been undervalued. We are able to issue bonds against the tolls that are levied on the Turnpike, and it allows us to bring dollars forward. So instead of waiting 20 years down the road for a project, which would cost a lot more, it allows us to get it into a much shorter window. I mean, the estimates are that some projects that would have been done in 20 years can get done within a 6-year window, as we've been able to bring the money forward. Plus, we retain control of the Turnpike, and at some point, you know, we'll probably be able to do all this again. There'll be various tranches on this. So basically what it does is it allows us to extract value from an asset that just kind of sat there and, you know, did not reflect the real value that it represented in our state.
Governor, a few of the legislators expressed concern that at some point your hand will be forced that you'll have to raise the gas tax because there's going to be no other way to pay for projects. Is that a concern that you have? Do you think there's going to be a point?
Are those the people that voted against the bill?
A couple of them voted for it, actually. Also said that at some point.
At some point, you mean like maybe in
a couple years,
1,000 years or something? Look, let me tell you what's happened today, and I know there's always got to be some doom and gloom cast over things when good things happen. We're going to have over 65,000 jobs created once all this gets done. We're going to have better infrastructure, and right now we see no need for higher taxes on gasoline, which is really tough on people today. You know, the price of gasoline is high, and it's great that we've been able to avoid that. So, you know, this is where we are today. This is what the transportation people tell me, and it's going to allow us to do a lot of things that wouldn't have been done for decades. Now, of course, we got to get all this done. We got to do the traffic study, you got to do the bonding. It all takes time, but the process is underway.